Testing 1, 2. Is it too much or is it good? Okay. Alright, I want to hear how it sounds. Sorry, you're going to hear a lot of noise. Testing 1, 2. Yep.
Hey Maroon Nation, I'm Erin Jenkins here for
Having trouble getting out of
I can't hear anything too. So where am I plugged in? Here. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Where's the headphone going into? 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see. I don't know. Hey, we're okay. I'm good because they're about ready to start. Hey, just say the word. Ready when you are. Been on the Devils Network in a Friday afternoon. Info in the Murphy Lady Bull. Here we go with the first, and we already had one game this afternoon. Today, the Lady Dogs of Nova Scotia just out to Sophia playing. Now they play 2, and that popped up, and it's going to be caught by our catcher. Good job coming out divinely there. As they're getting it done, Callan Brown coming out. Taylor Day, of course, pitching in the pitcher's circle. The out catcher Murphy pops up to the ground. That doesn't get much here than that, as we're going to number second base now with down here in the first inning. Pitch in, a skilled just over the head. Smallster then at first base. He comes over, also getting a little I'll say, hey, right now. Nobody on, one down. We earlier today across Western North Carolina. With one, nobody answer the first 4 there in the here on the Lisa Ryder. Lisa putting top on that. And on this just into with 2 right now as our ladies bring it. There's a foul ball. Strikes without on Eider. We'll go over the standings here in the Smoky Mountain Conference. One thing is going to be IOC undefeated as number 1 seed champions of the regular season going to postseason playoffs. So ladies get done 3 up, 3 down. Nobody even on base or 0-0. Figure out maybe how maybe I can hear the headset. Let's see. I was trying to figure out. Okay, it's plugged in here. Go in there. Oh, bang, 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 bang. Once there it is. Does that affect you guys? You sure? You're okay? I don't want it loud because are you in this? Because I don't want it to be too loud because I may get loud. And it's really not. Oh, I know. I hate it. I've got my cat pulled down as far as I can to block it out. It's awful. I hope we have that ring. Maybe it'll be a 1-0 game. I hate to say it, but every time I step on this one board, it makes a noise. Yeah, oh no! No. Tell you, Devils with a really good top of the defensively, 3 up and 3 down, and the first pitch is going to be in for a strike as we're going to be led on Grace Kay, who had a real scare earlier in the week in a loss to Hiawassee Dam. She had Aaron Jenkins, both of them pursuing the same ball. Instead of Kay, there's Pop that's going to be over there by there was somebody to see there's back playing, and but she's back in action, and the injury prognostication was negative, so she's in good shape. Batting now is going to be Aaron Jenkins with 1 down as Grace popped out to first base. Aaron started to step up and slap one down, but let it go. 1 down. Bottom of the first inning, no score between these two rivals, our Lady Devils of Swain High and the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy. For so many years, it was always Swain and Murphy battling it out for the Smoky Mountain Conference Championship in Lady Softball. There's a pitch in the dirt, and pitching this afternoon is Reagan Ennis for the Lady Bulldogs. She's in the circle wearing number 5. Got her face mask on and in the circle this afternoon. Murphy coached by Dwight Henry, of course, longtime Murphy coach. And, of course, our Lady Devils by the veteran Toby Burrell over there in the box at third base. There's a foul ball out of play. And, of course, Coach Burrell will be the first to tell you. He always likes to recognize our assistant coaches, Amanda Carson, Ashley McClendon, and Kayla Jones. Of course, our certified athletic trainer, Carrie Powell. Saw her earlier over there this afternoon. Also, our athletic director, Neil Blankenship. He's here as well watching the action. And glad to have all those guys here today. Strength and conditioning coach, Adam Jaimez, and of course, our principal, Mr. Mark Sale. One down, hanging in the batter's box. Aaron Jenkins, our left fielder, with one down. Sidney Call is going to be on deck. Pitch in, and that one's going to be fouled off. But again, coming into the standings here this afternoon, Hiawassee Dam, the conference champs at 16-0. Robbinsville is 12-4. They're going to finish second. Rosman is going to finish in the number 3 spot, 11-5. Their regular seasons are done. Now, this game will have an effect on who finishes in the next 2 or 3 spots. There's a slap hit right back to the pitcher, though. Easy, out number 2 over to first base. So Aaron got one right back to the pitcher, Reagan Ennis, and she gets gunned down over at first base. So 2 out with Sidney Call batting now. Sidney, our second baseman, but talking about our Smoky Mountain Conference standings, this is the only game left in the regular season. We have all the tiebreakers, so if we win today, we're going to be 4th no matter what happened in the Andrews-Murphy game, which Murphy won. If we lose, we could fall all the way to 6th. And Andrews did lose, so Andrews is 8-8. And if we lose, we would be tied with Andrews at 8-8. So we'll see how that plays out. But there's a high pop to right field, and that's going to be out number 3. So both teams, nobody on, 3 up and 3 down. 1 inning gone. We'll be back with the top of the second after this timeout. Back, we've played 1 here and no score on the board here at Swain County High School as it's 0-0. No baseball game next door. Normally when we're playing here on the softball, we have a baseball game going on at the same time. There's a pitch in. It's going to be, just missing for a ball. We did get some good news, though, talking to one of the coaches here who got the news. I understand our guys won at Hiawassee Dam in convincing fashion. I think unofficially it was like 13-2, but very impressive win. There's a swing and a miss for a strike as our guys won at Hiawassee Dam today. So way to go, and congratulations to our Maroon Devils. That's a strike to Lauren Allen, their cleanup batter, who is also their third baseman. There's a ball that's well hit, but it's going to be foul. And some of the fans over there actually caught it on the first hop. A lot of our Maroon Devil fans over there on the bank on the left field side. We have a lot of fans out here kind of in the right field grass, if you will. And we have a few fans down there behind the bleachers, but so does Murphy. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So already 3 strikeouts on the day for Taylor Day, if you will. 3 in a row. She struck out Allison Ryder and now Allen, and that's going to bring up Avery Satterfield, their starting shortstop. But Taylor has now struck out 3 Murphy hitters in a row. So way to go, Taylor Day, who has had a strong season this year. Talking about the standings, though, the top 3 teams are going to be automatically in the playoffs and part of the seeding process. And the top 3 already determined being Hiawassee Dam, Robbinsville, and Rosman. Any other Smoky Mountain teams that will make it in will be wild card teams, including our Lady Devils. And who gets in and where they end up seated will be based upon the team's overall records. And those are probably going to be decided probably this weekend by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. Good play by the infield as Murphy Avery Satterfield grounds out. And that's going to be out number 2. So nobody for Murphy has been on base here, as we're now in the top of the second inning, 0-0 score. And that's going to bring up Mincy McGill, their starting catcher. The windup and the throw. Pitch. Oh, just caught the outside corner for a strike. Taylor Day again in the circle, number 22, having a good start already against the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy. And behind the plate, doing a good job, Callan Brown. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, up and throwing hard. 3 up and 3 down, getting it done. Grace Cabe. Murphy goes scoreless again. And we go to the bottom of the second with no score. Swain and Murphy will be back. Fans, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second, and still nobody has even reached base here in this rivalry contest between our Lady Devils of Swain and the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy High School. Our camera, of course, Nolan's Creek right behind physically the softball field, but as you look toward the Nolan Creek area, that sun trying to set behind the trees and the clouds. High pop could be caught. First baseman coming on and grabs it. So unfortunately, tough break for Shani Catalster as she pops out for out number 1 here on the bottom of the second inning. So we've had a couple of pop-ups here today, a couple of those down at first base. Let's see if we can get some bats going. It's been a tough week for our ladies hitting the ball this week. As a matter of fact, we only had 2 hits on Monday against Haley Shope and Hiawassee Dam, which I'll tell you, Haley Shope this week was named the Female Athlete of the Year by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, and that is quite an honor, especially from a 1A school and especially from our mountains. It seems so many times Western North Carolina gets left out of that mix, but Haley Shope, congratulations to her from Hiawassee Dam. And then we only had 4 hits on Tuesday at Robbinsville. So been a tough week at the plate. Let's see if our Lady Devils can break out of this little slip and get the bats going. Pitch in for a ball now with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Neither team has had a base runner so far. Of course, Taylor Day has been really tough in the circle. 3 strikeouts, a couple of ground balls, and a pop-up as she has faced 6 batters. There's a foul ball over here. McMahon going up here this afternoon. Through the day of the softballs here again. No team over at Hiawassee Dam earlier today. And I'm pretty sure, I'm just guessing, I'm pretty sure, though, that was their last regular season game. There's a foul ball off the third base side over in the Coach Toby Burrell vicinity over there. But again, playoffs will begin next week, regardless of where we will be seated. We will be a wild card. We could end up as high as 4th. We could end up, from what I'm seeing, maybe as low as 6th. And we appreciate Coach Toby Burrell providing us all that information regarding the standings and how things are going to shape up. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. Nope, the catcher didn't drop the ball, so I'm afraid Briar Buchanan is going to be out. 2 outs now, and that's going to bring up Elisa Smith. So with 2 out. Let's see if Elisa can get something going here. Two out, nobody on. Most people call her Sis. Sophomore stepping in with 2 out. But again, nobody has reached base for either team, so the pitchers have been getting it done here both ways. Pitch outside for a ball now to Sis. On deck is going to be Gabby Jones. Gabby, our starting third baseman. On deck, followed by Alicia Green and then Callan Brown. If we can get our bats going here. There's a high pop-up. Should be an easy play and is caught down at second base. So we've played 2 full innings and, as they would say, not a base runner at all for either team. We'll be back with the top of the third after this timeout. We go. We played 2, and we're still looking for the first hit of the ball game, or even the first base runner of the ball game here. It's a tight one between our Lady Devils, the homestanding team, against the visiting Lady Bulldogs of Murphy High School. Coming into the game today, Murphy in conference play. After their win over Andrews earlier this afternoon, they are now 5-10 in conference play. Our Lady Devils are 8-7. In conference play. There is the first hit of the ball game. It's going to be right up the middle, and this one is going to be probably holding at first base is going to be number 24. That is JC. Wow. I'm trying to read Coach Henry's writing here on his lineup cards, so I'm going to guess Schwalm. JC got on with a big base hit, the first base hit of the ball game. And I hate that's bad news for Taylor, who had a no-hitter going in 2 innings, but first hit of the day, and that was a clean base hit. That's going to bring in Reagan Ennis hitting now, and then Natasha Luquire is going to be on deck for Murphy. But Taylor, I'm sure, not phased a bit. She'll just keep bringing it and throwing hard, as she always does. Nobody out now, 1 on. So Murphy making a little bit of noise here on the top of the 3rd inning. After 2 scoreless here at Swain High. There's a bunt. Hit the batter, though. It's going to be a foul ball. That one looked like it was going to be a good bunt, but it came up off the knee of Reagan Ennis. The sun now is getting out of the camera lens and out of our eyes. And we're so glad talking about all of us here. Brandon D. Hart. We've got Megan Nations over on the camera right now, and Gary Ayers with you on the play-by-play. So we're trying to keep things under control here, but we are all glad the sun is no longer in the camera lens and in our eyes, because it was irritating to say the least. So sun is now behind the trees, and we don't have to deal with it. Lights are on here at Swain High in this afternoon game. There's a slow pop, and it's going to be in. It's trouble, and everybody is on safely. Diving in on that sore shoulder and everything was Grace Cabe, and we hope she's going to be okay. She dove right in after that one. It's just going to drop in for an infield single. That's and my scoring is unofficial, but that's just that's a hard ball for anybody to play. We had a couple of players after it, but it just dropped in, and we couldn't make a play on it. So it's going to bring up Natasha Luquire now. They're starting first baseman. She tries to drop a bunt. It's going to go foul. So now Murphy, runners on first and second with nobody out here in the third inning. So final game of the season, trying to get one done over the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy High School. I know Principal Sale says we need this win. Got to wind up the season on a positive note heading into the playoffs. Pitch high. Good job, though. I tell you, Callan Brown behind the plate getting the work done, providing a good catch on that one, avoiding a wild pitch, which would advance the runners to second and third. We don't want that here with no out. Nobody out, top of the third. The windup and the throw. Hard ground ball to shortstop. Grace gets it, flips it over to third, but it hits the base runner in the back, and the base runner is going to be safe. That one was a wicked shot that bounced off the chest of Grace. And I'm sure that's not helping her sore shoulder at all. She knocked it down, tried to flip it over to third, but again, it hit the base runner in the back. So now everybody is going to be safe for Murphy, and they have the bases loaded, and they're going to bring in a pinch runner. Coming in now is going to be Kelsey Husky. No, check that. My bad. It's going to bring Caitlin Irwin in. Caitlin Irwin, number 12 for Murphy to pinch run down at second base. So now Murphy, bases loaded, no out. Our defense with the pressure on to try to come up with a big play and limit the damage here in the top of the third inning. Murphy will go to the top of the lineup now, I believe it is, and as they have had a couple of base hits in a row. Pitch in. That's going to be in for a strike. As you know, all the Murphy runners getting set to go. And it is the top of the lineup now hitting for Murphy. We're talking about Cassie Coker. Cassie popped to the catcher first time. Let's see if we can get her to do that again. There's a swing and a miss. A lot of stuff on that one. Good pitch in for our Lady Devils as Taylor Day had some sauce on that one. She brought that one with a lot of speed. Trying to get out of this jam now with the bases loaded. No out. Pitch in. Off-speed pitch just missing. Our outfielders now backing off just a little bit with the bases full. Infield playing in. Looking for a potential play at the plate, possibly on a ground ball. Pitch high for a ball. Of course, the coaches will tell you, want to get a play at any base, but right now we want to get that play at home plate potentially to stop the Murphy run. Here comes the windup and the throw. Foul ball again, 2 strikes. Single. Our center fielder gets the handle on it. Runner will score from second base, though. The ball gets through, and now everybody advances to second and third, and Murphy has a 3-0 lead on a single by Lexi Allison. So again, it's been a big 4-hit inning for Murphy with 3 runs now on the board, and again, we are still looking for out number 1. So Murphy with a 3-zip lead. Runners at second and third. And Alicia Ryder, who struck out last time at the plate, hitting with no out. Pitch outside for a ball. Again, our infielders in, outfielders backing off just a little bit as the top of the lineup and the bottom of the lineup in this inning have really come through for Murphy. The windup, ground ball, shortstop. Grace checks the runner, goes to first. We get a run. We get an out rather, and the throw coming home is not going to be in time, so another run is in, and it's a 4-0 Murphy lead now, and the ground ball for the first out by Alicia Ryder. So 1 out, and Lauren Allen is hitting. Lauren struck out last time. But again, Murphy with another run in, a 4-0 lead, and a runner at third, and only 1 out. Batting now the cleanup batter, Lauren Allen. But again, Murphy has really come alive here in the third inning with the bats making some good contact. Some well-hit balls. There's a foul ball out of play right behind home plate. Again, no baseball game today. Our boys winning over at Hiawassee Dam in conference play. But talking about our girls' standings, Hiawassee Dam 1, Robbinsville 2, Rosman 3. And they are automatically in the playoffs and part of the seeding process. Our Lady Devils trying to play for that number 4 spot. We would be a wild card team as the pitch is in for a ball. If we win, we're going to be tied with Hayesville, and we have the tiebreaker. So if we win, we're going to be number 4. If we lose, we could be 5 or 6, depending on how things fall out here. But either way, we're going to be a wild card and on the road next week in any playoff competition. And we will be in the playoffs, but it will be a road game. One out. Trying to hold the runner at third. Check swing. It's going to be in for a strike. Taylor Day and our defense trying to get the work done and get out of this inning here in the top of the third. It's been a tough one. Infielders leaning in. Here we go with a pitch from Taylor. Oh, that one kind of hit her leg on the windup and the follow through, and nobody hurt though, just a ball. Our ladies trying to play through some injuries. As we mentioned, Grace Kay with a very sore shoulder playing out there injured today. That pitch is in for a strike. And that's going to be looking for out number 2. Lauren Allen didn't like the call, kind of looked back at the umpire, but that's going to get you nowhere, except in trouble. 2 outs now. Avery Satterfield, who grounded to shortstop, is batting now last time. But talking about injuries, Caitlin Dills out tonight with a bad back. Grace Cabe at shortstop, a game-time decision. Sydney Call suffering from a strained muscle, but is playing today. There's a high pop-up. Could be trouble. Grace going back, puts the glove on it, and we get out of this one. That's out number 3. But again, Murphy on the board with 4 as we go to the bottom of the third. It's Murphy 4, our Lady Devils 0. We'll be back.
Having trouble getting out of bed? Wake up late? Are you too late to get breakfast? Can't stay awake in class? Good thing there is Second Chance Breakfast. Now that's better. There are 3 ways to enjoy Second Chance Breakfast. You can grab breakfast just before first period starts and bring it with you to class on time. You can go to class first, check in with your teacher, and then quickly grab breakfast to bring back to class. Or you can grab breakfast between first and second period and take it with you to second period. Be sure to get permission from your teachers before leaving class or bringing food into the classroom.
Fans, welcome back. Our Lady Devils right now in a hole 4-0 to the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy High School, but let's see if we can bounce back and get our bats rolling here. As again, we had a tough time at the plate this week. In 2 games earlier, we only had a combined 6 hits, But let's see if we can get it going here with Gabby Jones leading us off, our starting third baseman, followed by Alicia Green, our DP, and Callan Brown. We're going to be batting here in the bottom of the third inning. That pitch is going to be in for a strike. So far, we haven't had anybody on base, but again, we're in the bottom of the third. We've had a couple of 3-up and 3-down innings, but let's see if we can get it going offensively. There's a nice, just off the glove at first base, and that's going to be in. And I've got to say, that's going to be in for an infield single, as Gabby had that one just off the top of the glove of first baseman Reagan Ennis of Murphy. Now, some people might say that's an error. I would maybe argue a little bit, because that was the defender did all she could, but it was just too high. Couldn't pull it in. So that's going to be our first hit of the day. Alicia Green is going to be hitting now. And again, let's see if we can do what Murphy did in their inning. They had the bottom of the order really get it going, and the top of the order followed and put 4 runs on the board. Let's see if we can answer and do the same thing. Pitch in. This one is going to be down to second base, a grounder. They flip it over, covering second. That's going to be out 1. They get the lead runner, but the fielder's choice is going to leave Alicia Green down at first base now with 1 down. So again, base runner on, 1 out. Let's see if we can keep this offense going here. Pitch in for a strike. Alicia, one of our juniors on this team. We got a lot of juniors on this team. Only one senior, Caitlin Dills. And Caitlin unable to play today. We hope she can come back maybe next week and play some of the playoffs. Caitlin, our only senior. I know we recognized her big time on Senior Day when we played earlier this year. And I know she wants to play some more, I'm sure, in her senior year. Pitch in for a ball. Alicia down at first base. Callan hitting. And it'll be Grace Cabe on deck. But got to give some credit to Reagan Ennis, the pitcher for Murphy. Pitching a fine ball game so far. We only have 1 hit on the day here in the bottom of the third. 4-0 Murphy lead. But a lot of softball still to go. Here's a soft grounder, and the runner runs in to the infielder. Is that going to be called interference? I believe it very well could be. And if that's the case, let's see what happens. Again, from my vantage point, it looks like the Murphy infielder at second base interfered with Alicia Green trying to make it to second. Now, the umpires are talking it over, as you can see on the camera. And let's see if they're going to make any decision. They're now going to talk to Coach Toby Burrell. All the base runners are safe because the soft grounder just kind of died. Nobody could really get to the ball. And so, in my mind, I would think all the base runners are safe unless... Oh, no. Now the umpires are going to rule that Alicia Green, and they're getting booed, they're going to say that Alicia Green intentionally prevented Murphy's second baseman from making a play on the ball. I didn't see it that way. I saw it as defensive interference. But again, that's just me. Now the umpire's taking off his hat, so he's getting some joy out of this as well. But again, I'm a little prejudiced, as you might imagine. But anyway, that's going to be the second out of the inning, as they're going to say runner interfered with the defender in making a play on the ball. So here we go. Back to live action now. 2 out. Got a base runner on first. Oh, there's a well-hit ball into left center field. One hopper to the center fielder. Throw coming into third. Oh, it's going to be a great throw. And the runner, they say, is going to be safe. Wow, the throw was in time, but apparently our runner slid under the tag. That was a great throw from center field. Wow. Or, and I've said this before, as well. Was that a makeup call? I don't want to go there, but that's what's in my mind, and I guess that's just what comes out. But a great job over there. Outstanding job by Kendall Bowers, who was the pinch base runner, going all the way to third. The ball was there. The tag was not, says the umpire. So Kendall, there's a foul ball. When I'll go back to third. And also going back to first base is Grace Cabe, who hit that ball. A nice single right at the center fielder. One hopper fired into third. Plenty of time. Third baseman did not get it down in time, says the umpire. Pitch in. Throw to the pitcher. A little strong. Pitcher gets it. Almost thought for a moment they were throwing it down to second base because Grace took off down to second easily, but no throw to second with a runner over at third. And we're talking about Kendall Bowers, pinch runner. Outstanding slide into third base is all I can say, because that ball was there in time. Oh, there's a swing and a miss for a strike two. So a couple of interesting calls here in this bottom of the third inning. Okay. We have runners at second and third. Can we get a hit off the bat of Aaron Jenkins to get us a couple of runs in? Pitch in for a ball. Aaron last time grounded to the pitcher. We have 2 outs and a scoring opportunity in this 4-0 Murphy lead. But a couple of interesting plays here on the base paths in this inning. Bottom of the third, there's a ball in play over to first, going to be in time though, and we're going to leave those base runners stranded. So we have played 3, but our ladies had some action going offensively here in the third inning. So we've played 3, but it's still Murphy 4. Our Lady Devils 0. We'll be back.
Hey Maroon Nation, I'm Erin Jenkins here from the Maroon Devils Network. Here's a great way to support Swain County Schools. Your contribution to the Maroon Strong Fund will help provide needed funding for important projects that directly impact our students' education. Not all projects can be supported by state or local funding, so the Maroon Strong Fund was established to help fund programs that would otherwise be canceled. A few of these programs supported by the Maroon Strong Fund are the Summer STEM Camp, where students are able to interact with new technology, and the One-to-One Technology Initiative that supplies all students grade 4 and up with their own personal laptop. The Maroon Strong Fund is committed to transparency. We want you to know exactly where your money is going and what type of impact it has on Swain County schools. We'll keep you up to date on how the fund is doing and what impact it is having through our social media outlets such as Facebook.
Fans, welcome back. It was an interesting bottom of the third inning. Our Lady Devils, no runs on the board, but we had some offensive noise going, if you will. We go into the top of the fourth inning with a 4-0 Murphy lead. And let's see if we can shut them down here and get back in and hit some. Mincy McGill, J.C. Schwam, and Reagan Ennis batting here. Again, we're in the fourth inning, top of the fourth for Murphy. Always a big rivalry when we play, no matter what the records. And Murphy has struggled this year. They're 5-10 in conference play. And no matter what happens, they're going to finish 7th out of the 9 teams. Because already Blue Ridge is going to be finishing last in the 9th spot. Cherokee is 2-14. They're going to finish 8th. Murphy is 5-10. Even if they win, they would be 6-10 at best, or 5-11 at worst. They're going to be in the number 7 spot regardless. Now, the number 4, 5, and 6 spots are still undetermined depending on whether or not we win today. If we win, we're going to be 4th in the conference no matter what happens because we have the tiebreakers. If we lose, we're going to be either 5th or 6th. But regardless, we'll be a wild card in the playoffs next week and will be playing on the road. There's a well-hit ball. That one's going to go to the fence on one hop, and it's going to be at least a double. Throw coming in. It's going to be close at second, but sliding in safely. Murphy on with a stand-up double with a big hit all the way to the fence off the bat of Mitzi McGill with a stand-up double. So now J.C. Schwalm is going to be batting, and this is where Murphy really started their rally in the last inning as the bottom of the order came out with 2 hits. We had 1 error, and then Murphy kept hitting with a couple more hits, and that's how they managed to get their 4 runs on the board in the top of the 3rd. Coach Toby Burrell again out to talk umpire down at second base. So now Murphy with a runner at second. Nobody out. Now everybody ready to go. Batter steps back of the box, and JC, their starting right fielder who had a base hit to start their big rally in the 3rd inning, is in the batter's box. Pitch in for a strike. Taylor Day hanging in there, trying to get Murphy out here in the 4th inning. Of course, this game's scheduled for 7. We beat Murphy at Murphy earlier in the season in a close ball game. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count now. Outfielders moving in. Now they'll move back out. JC will stand in, and Reagan Ennis is going to be on deck now for the Lady Bulldogs in their black and gold. Pitch in, fouled away. Talking about Coach Toby Burrell, I want to say congratulations to his family, especially his daughter Chelsea, who graduated just last night with a master's degree down at UNC Greensboro. So congratulations to the whole family, especially to Chelsea, as she has a very impressive degree, and we wish her the best in her endeavors moving forward. I know Toby and Sharon are very proud of Chelsea, as we all are. And congratulations to the whole family. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So JC goes down, swinging. 1 down now. Reagan Ennis batting with Natasha Luquire on deck for Murphy. 1 runner on second base with 1 out, and a 4-0 Murphy lead. Final game for both teams of the regular season. Everybody else is finished. There's a high pop out of play. That's why we know the conference standings in many ways. Hiawassee Dam 16-0 is number 1. Robbinsville at 12-4, number 2. Rosamond 11-5, number 3. They are automatically in the playoffs and part of the seeding process. And then it gets interesting. Pitch in for a ball. Hayesville is 9-7. If we win today, we will be 9-7. We will be 4th in the conference as we have the tiebreaker over Hayesville. If we lose, we would drop to 8-8 and be tied with Andrews. So would have to decide who is going to be 5 and who is going to be 6. Ground ball foul. But if we lose, Hayesville would be 4th. Either us or Andrews would be 5 and 6. Then we go to Murphy 7th. They're 7th regardless of whether or not they win this game. Again, Cherokee 8, Blue Ridge number 9 in the Smoky Mountain Conference standings, because this is the final game of the regular season right here. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be 2 out. So again, Taylor Day getting it done with 2 strikeouts in a row now as Natasha Luquire is batting. Natasha got on with an error last time, and Murphy's still with a runner at second base. Let's see if we can leave her stranded out there and get out number 3 right here and come back and bat some more in the 4th. Earlier today, Murphy beat Andrews, pushing Andrews to 8-8 on the regular season. There's a ground ball right up the middle. Grace gets a glove on it, fires to first. Is it going to be in time? Yes, that's going to be out number 3. That was close. But again, Grace Cave has a cannon for a right arm. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, though. It's Murphy 4, our Lady Devils 0. Stay with us, fans. We'll be right back.
I'm Cadet Colonel Jeremy Morton. I'm here today with the Junior RTC. We've been going around to grave sites, putting flags on veterans' graves. And we're just giving back to the community, I guess, and helping all the veterans and all the people that served in America.
I'm a cadet captain. I've been in JROTC for 4 semesters, and my favorite part of it is all the responsibilities that we get to assume and all of the community service that we do.
I am Carmen Bryant, Cadet Airman First Class. This is my first semester, and I joined JROTC because it is fun to learn. It's really entertaining.
Fans, here we go. We're halfway gone here in a scheduled 7th inning contest. Our Lady Devils right now down 4-0 to the Lady Bulldogs. And let's see if we can get some offense going here. As again, it's a 4-0 ball game, and Sydney Call is coming to the plate. Sydney flied to right field last time. She'll be followed by Shanika Talster and Briar Buchanan. In the bottom of the 4th inning, swinging a foul off the bat of Sydney. Always fun when we play Murphy, no matter what the sport or where we play. It's always one the fans get into. We have a lot of fans here today for both schools. And believe me, most people have jackets and coats and caps on today. It's chilly. And there's a base hit going all the way to the fence, rounding first base, going in for an easy double, rounding second, headed for third. Throw coming to third and sliding in. A big leadoff triple off the bat of Sydney Call. Way to go, Sydney. A couple of singles before that, but that one went all the way to the fence in right center field, and a triple for Sydney Call. Good base running as she did not slow down. Good call from Coach Toby Burrell, bringing her all the way around. So again, getting it done. Kayla Jones over there at first base, of course, sending her around to second and then on into third base. Got a base runner in scoring position with nobody out. Shaney showing bunt. She's not a bunter. She's a power hitter. Pitch high for a ball. Shanika Talster has the big bat. She has the power to hit it out of here. Earlier today, we saw Murphy hit a screamer over the left field fence in their win over Andrews, a well-hit home run ball. Shaney, this one is going to loop into right field. It's going to be in for a base hit. Shaney is going to round first and head for second. A stand-up double and an RBI off the bat of Shaney Catalster. So way to go. Shaney and RBI, our first of the day. Back-to-back extra base hits. And our girls are bringing the bats alive here. It's now 4-1. Murphy's still in the lead, but we have a runner on second and no out. Briar Buchanan batting now. Struck out last time, but again, our best start offensively today. Matter of fact, our best start, I'm sure Coach Burrell might say, this week to start off an inning. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Briar. She was not messing around. Elisa Smith is going to be on deck. And then Gabby Jones batting here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now a 4-1 Murphy lead. But again, we struggled our first 2 innings. Got a little action going last inning offensively, but our first run here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ground ball. It's going to be trouble right in front of the plate. The pitcher goes to first base, not in time, and everybody is safe. That one was trouble coming off the bat of Briar. It just died right in front of home plate. Pitcher had not enough time to get it, and that is just an infield single. So 3 hits in a row. Elisa Smith now batting now. Our right fielder popped out to second base last time. Let's see if she can get a hit and potentially an RBI. Dancing off first base is Briar Buchanan. Elisa hitting now. Again, nobody out. great inning here. There's a well-hit ball. This one's going to be into left field, and it's going to be dropping in for a single. Everybody is going to hold up. Everybody is going to be safe. That one was a tough one for the base runners because there was a chance the Murphy left fielder might have got to the ball. She did not. It drops in, and we have our 4th hit in a row. Hey, Murphy did it last inning. Let's see if we can return the favor. Pitch in. Batting now is going to be Gabby Jones, who got a base hit last time. It's a 4-1 ball game. There's a high pop-up, high fly ball. Center fielder for Murphy has it. So all our Lady Devils are going to be holding here. A high fly off the bat of Gabby. That one went really high. Center fielder, though, capped under it. That's going to be 2 out now in this 4-1 ball game. So now we have 2 outs, still runners on first and second. And Alicia Green is coming up. Hit into a fielder's choice last time. A base hit would score a run right here. Pitch gets by. Runners are going to advance. Now we have runners at second and third. And a base hit might score. The bat's alive here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 hits in a row. 2 of those extra base hits, a triple, a double, and 2 singles. Pitch in for a strike. Elisa looks over at Coach Toby Burrell. Getting the call over at third base. Oh, pitch in for a strike. And again, Alicia looks over to Coach Burrell at third base. Runners on second and third, 2 out, 2 strikes now on the batter. And there's a foul ball down the first base side. Ooh, very close to a little girl wearing a pretty pink jacket. Ouch, that would have not been good at all. But everybody is okay. Pitch in. High for a ball. Again, it's 2 out, 4-1 game, bottom of the 4th inning. We have runners at second and third. Can we get them in? Wind up and the throw, another play. Again, a good effort today for Murphy pitcher Reagan Ennis in the circle. She has been tough to hit, but we have hit her well here on the bottom of the 4th inning. Can we keep it going here with 2 out and 2 strikes? Alicia Green. Oh, pitch in the dirt. Runner started, now they hold. Murphy catcher digs it up. On deck is Callan Brown. There's a ground ball. Third baseman has it. Play over to first base in the dirt. But the first baseman scoops it up and keeps our run off the scoreboard. So we leave a couple stranded here in the bottom of the 4th inning. But we've played 4. It's now Murphy 4. Our Lady Devils 1. We'll be back with the top of the 5th after this timeout.
Here's a great way to support Swain County Schools. Your contribution to the Maroon Strong Fund will help provide funding for important projects that directly impact our students' education. Not all projects can be supported by state or local funding, so the Maroon Strong Fund is supported by the Maroon Strong Fund for STEM Camp, where students are able to interact with new technology, and the One-to-One Technology Initiative that supplies all students grade 4 and up with their own personal laptop. We'll keep you up to date on how the fund is doing through our social media outlets such as Facebook and the Maroon Devils Network. Thanks for all your support. The Maroon Strong Fund is an education fund for Swain County Schools operating under Community Services of Swain, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Fans, here we go. We have now played 4 here at Swain County High School. It's a 4-1 Murphy lead, but we got one across the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning. Left a couple of stranded. We hit the ball really well. And that's a good sign for our Lady Devils offensively. Now can we get it done on defense? Foul ball out of play. On the first pitch to the first batter. This is their top of the order as we go with Cassie Coker, Lexi Allison, and Alicia Ryder. They'll be hitting 1, 2, 3, and they are good hitters. Between them, well, they actually have 2 hits on the day, but it was Coker that had a big 2 RBI single that knocked in their first runs of the game back in the 3rd inning. So a dangerous hitter at the plate, 1 for 2 on the day with 2 RBIs. Allison also following her has one of their hits on the day. And that's a big inning. But other than that, they really haven't done much. That was their 1 inning, but it was, again, 4 runs. Taylor Day, solid in the circle today as always. Pitch in. Oh, inside corner for a strike. Coach Dwight Henry, their head coach, over in the box at third base. He and Coach Toby Burrell have had some dramatic classic matchups in Smoky Mountain Conference play. Ground ball to third. Got a hand on it over to first, but not in time. Not in time. Had a tough play over at third as Alyssa knocked it down. Just couldn't get it over to first base quite in time. Really close play at first, though, but now on at first safely is going to be Cassie Coker. And let's see if we can hold her at first base and get some outs here in the 5th inning. The windup and the pitch. There's a bunt. Over to first base. Oh, that throw was wide. Shaney couldn't quite hang on to it. And now Murphy has runners at first and second and no out. And right now we're having a little bit of a struggle on defense. Got to settle down and get these Murphy batters out of here. Right at the shortstop. Grace over to third. Gets the lead runner. So that was nice play at shortstop. Again, Grace K flips it over to third base. And Elisa is there for 1 down. Get the lead runner, and that's the name of the game with those infield grounders. So 1 out. Lauren Allen, their cleanup hitter, has struck out twice today. So Taylor Day has kind of had her number with 2 strikeouts and 2 trips. Avery Satterfield is going to be on deck for Murphy. Pitch in, call strike again on the inside corner. We were talking about the sun earlier going down and how much we wanted it to go down. Now I'm kind of regretting that a little bit because now that the sun has gone down, it has gotten really chilly here on this Friday night at Swain County High School. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch, got her swinging. Brandon and Megan and myself were talking during the break. Feels almost like football season, kind of a fall Friday, if you will, here during softball season. High pitch, runners are going, and they will be safe. Murphy moving up to second and third now with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. But again, we talked about the chilly weather we've had most of the week here in the mountains of North Carolina, but a beautiful weekend coming up. We hope you enjoy it. Runners at second and third, 1 down. The pitch coming, and it's going to be outside for a ball. Lauren Allen making Taylor Day work here. Avery Satterfield is going to be on deck. Taylor, the windup. And there's another foul ball. Everybody stays put. Again, Satterfield on deck for Murphy. Talking to Coach Dwight Henry before the game, and he said, we haven't played that badly this season, even though Murphy is now 5-10 on the conference. We've had some close games, but just haven't been able to kind of get over the hump, if you will, is the way a lot of coaches like to say when you've played some good ball and just haven't had some of the breaks go your way, haven't had a timely hit or a timely defensive play here and there. And swing and a miss. And that's going to be out number 2. So a good off-speed pitch, and now coming to bat is going to be Avery Satterfield. and it makes me almost shiver with Avery coming to bat. She's in a sleeveless jersey, and it is chilly out here. Most everybody else has sleeves and a jersey on. She has a jersey and no sleeves. And so, okay. Oh, that one in the dirt. Everybody's safe, though, as Callan Brown scoops it up. All the coaches, all the fans, and all us broadcasters up here, believe me, we all have jackets on. It's a cool evening here in early May. Taylor with the pitch in for a strike. 2 out. Runners at second and third. Our Lady Devils need this out to get out of the inning and keep the run off the board in this 4-1 ball game. Infield is back up a little bit. There's a ground ball. Gets by third. Going to be in for a hit. And Murphy has another run on the board, and runners safe on the corners at first and third. A hard hit, well hit grounder for a base hit. Off the bat of Lauren Allen, her first hit today. Oh, check that. I'm sorry. Avery Satterfield was the batter. As Avery, that was her first hit of the day as well. She had hit 2 balls and 2 times at bat to the shortstop, and Grace got her both times. So Avery with her first hit of the day. So now runners at first and third, 2 out. And Mitzi McGill, who had a big double last time. She's 1 for 2 on the day, grounded to shortstop, and had a big double last time at bat. Let's see if we can get her out of here. Ground ball to third, over to first base, in time. That's going to be the end of the inning. Murphy leaves a couple, and they got 1 on the board, though. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Murphy 5, Swain 1, and we'll be back.
Hey Maroon Nation, I'm Erin Jenkins here from the Maroon Devils Network. Here's a great way to support Swain County Schools. Your contribution to the Maroon Strong Fund will help provide needed funding for important projects that directly impact our students' education. Not all projects can be supported by state or local funding, so the Maroon Strong Fund was established to help fund programs that would otherwise be canceled. A few of these programs supported by the Maroon Strong Fund are the Summer STEM Camp, where students are able to interact with new technology, and the One-to-One Technology Initiative that supplies all students grade 4 and up with their own personal laptop. The Maroon Strong Fund is committed to transparency. We want you to know exactly where your money is going and what type of impact it has on Swain County schools. We'll keep you up to date on how the fund is doing and what impact it is having through our social media outlets such as Facebook and the Maroon Devils Network. Ready to do your part? Great! You can make your 100% tax-deductible contribution by sending a check or money order to Community Services of Swain, Inc., P.O. Box 812, Bryson City, North Carolina 28713. Please be sure to make your checks payable to Community Services of Swain, Inc. and write Maroon Strong Fund in the memo of your check. Swain County Schools employees can also make a contribution through a payroll deduction. Thanks for all your support. The Maroon Strong Fund is an education fund.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here in this rivalry softball matchup here at Swain County High School. There's a ground ball. The pitcher is going to have a play over to first, and it's going to be in time for out number 1. So, unfortunately, Callan Brown off her bat grounds out to the pitcher to lead us off here on the bottom of the 5th inning in a 5-1 Murphy lead. Murphy got 1 in the 5th. Our only run coming in the 4th inning. Murphy had a big 4-run 3rd. And that's how they have the 5-1 advantage as we go back to the top of the lineup now. And Grace Cabe, who is 1 for 2 on the day. Grace has popped up to first base and got on with a big hit last time. Just missing outside for a ball. But again, the temperatures, like the sun, have gone down here on this Friday. Last game of the regular season in the entire Smoky Mountain Conference. This will determine the number 4, 5, and 6 seeds. This game here this afternoon, all the other seeds have been determined already. As far as the standings in the conference, I should say, not for the playoffs, but just in the standings in the conference. As we mentioned, Hiawassee Dam first, Robbinsville second, Rosman third. And then Swain, Andrews, depending on what happens here, will be 4, 5, and 6. Swing and a miss. Already Murphy is going to finish 7th. Cherokee will finish 8th. Blue Ridge, Jefferson. As Coach Burrell explained to us earlier today, the top 3 teams are automatically in the playoffs and part of the seeding process. Any other Smoky Mountain Conference teams that make it will be wild card teams, and who gets in and where they end up seated will be based upon the team's overall records. And there is a walk getting on now. It's going to be Grace Cabe. So Grace is on. Let's see if we can keep that offense going. 1 out now. Aaron Jenkins batting. Aaron digs in. Number 25 at the plate for our Lady Devils. Starts to go. Holds back. And that's going to be a ball. Grace down at first base. Very good athlete. And she could go at just about any time. She can run. Already setting her sights on second base, we can tell. And there she goes. No doubt about it. We knew she was going to go in time. Oh, and she's going to be tagged out at second. Wow. That was a good throw. And Grace slid under, but the tag came down almost kind of right, almost in her face with a tag. So that's going to be 2 out now. Bases empty here on the bottom of the 5th inning. So Aaron will dig back in now with 2 out. Trying to keep it alive. That one's a high pop-up, and that one's going to be just against the fence. No play over here in short right field. So Aaron will go back and try again. And again, we appreciate Megan and Brandon doing the real hard work here this afternoon. All I have to do is show up and talk. They have to run the camera and run the control board, and we appreciate their efforts here. And they are seniors, so this is going to be, I'm guessing, their last broadcast, and we wish them well in their days ahead and higher education. That's going to be coming up soon following graduation in late May here at Swain County High School. That one's going to be fouled off the bat of Aaron Jenkins, out of play. Always a lot of joy and a lot of relief and a lot of excitement when graduation is done. You know, your classes are finished, which is a big relief, and a lot of excitement looking ahead to the next level. Ground ball to the shortstop, firing to first. No, it's going to be in the dirt. And Aaron Jenkins is on at first base with a Murphy error. So we've seen a couple of those throwing errors today from both teams. Of course, some coaches would say it's a throwing error. Some coaches would say the first baseman's supposed to dig it up. So you have 2 trains of thought there as to who has to get the job done. But anyway, Aaron Jenkins is on at first base with 2 out. Here on the bottom of the 5th inning, the windup and the throw. Pitch in for a ball. Aaron gets back over to first base. That's always a tough call. Should the first baseman dig it out of the dirt? Should the other infielder make the good throw? That's the interesting thing sometimes about baseball and or softball is how errors and how hits are judged and decided by the official scorekeeper. And always some interesting thought patterns there as to which way to go. There's a well-hit ball, but it's going to be really foul over here against the baseball dugout, literally right in front of us here. That ball had some spin on it as it comes to rest over in the gravel. But again, no baseball game here. Our baseball team, the guys played over at Hiawassee Dam earlier today and got the win. So congratulations. Up, timeout, guys. We got a softball on the field. So there we go. Coming over is Kayla Jones from the box in first base to retrieve that softball. So 2 out. Got a runner on. Can we move Aaron around? There's a hit. Yes, indeed. A single, rounding second, coming into third, and safely now rounding third and going home to score. Aaron will score, and a great hit off the bat of Sidney Call. Way to go, Sidney. Knocking in Aaron Jenkins. Good base running by Aaron, and good coaching over there from Coach Toby Burrell to send her on to home and score that run. It's now 5-2. So a good hit, a good single, and an RBI. So now Shanika Tolster steps in after that big hit to a double with that throw coming into third base. That was not good, and that allowed us to score that run. There's a base hit. Oh, right at the second baseman, though. Ground ball. That's going to end the inning. Our score, Murphy 5, Swain 2, and we'll be back. Is 1 for 2 on the day, a hit and a strikeout. So they'll have their bottom of the lineup, J.C. Reagan and Natasha, batting for Murphy here in the top of the 6th inning. Can we shut them down and try to come back and add some more runs to our last 2 innings? We've had 2, and Murphy has hit a lot of balls over there to that side of the infield. Batting now is going to be Reagan Ennis. 1 for 2 on the day, a single and a strikeout. Behind her is going to be Natasha Luquire. Again, the bottom of the order here for Murphy. Their Lady Bulldogs. Pitch in. Missing for a ball. 5-2 Murphy lead, top of the 6th. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Oh, we couldn't make the play over to first, not in time. So coming on, trying to make the play, Grace Cabe just couldn't get it done. So Murphy now with a runner on first base. Talking about Murphy, their boys winning the Smoky Mountain Conference regular season championship in baseball this year, as I believe that's the first time in about 5 years they've done that, as now they go to the dugout and they bring on a pinch runner. Caitlin Irwin will come on to run now for Murphy. And normally when that happens, the pinch runners are quick. Here's a swing and a miss. A foul ball, so the pinch runner, Caitlin, comes back. We saw that when Kendall Bowers came in and ran for our Lady Devils earlier in the game. Kendall is very quick as well. Future is very bright, I will say that, for our Lady Devils. So many juniors, only one senior on this team. So we have a lot of people coming back. Ball hit high in the air. Left fielder coming on, and a good catch over there defensively. Good job over there in left field. Aaron Jenkins coming on and flagging it down for 2 out now in the top of the 6th inning. And that'll bring Natasha Luquire to bat. So our Lady Devils, good play defensively. Sometimes those can drop in on you, but we got it done on the defensive side. One on, 2 out. Pitch in the dirt. Runner goes to second, obviously, and now they're going to say that apparently that hit the batter. So that's going to be a runner on first and second now. First one of those we've had today. So runners at first and second, 2 out. Let's see if our defense can rise up and keep Murphy off the scoreboard here. And we can come in and get some runs in our part of the 6th inning. The windup and the throw. Swing and a miss. Top of the lineup, and that's Cassie Coker. Cassie has had a pretty good day today. A single with 2 RBIs on the day. And 3 times at bat. Lexi Allison is going to be on deck. Foul ball. Oh, check that. That's Lexi Allison batting. As it ought to be, I think, a really good season for our Lady Devils. I know Ohio Wesleyan Dam has been so good the last 3 years, but they lose some of their best players this year. One of those being Haley Shope, the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Female Athlete of the Year. Now that tells you how good Haley Shope really is. She has been fantastic in 3 sports. She's going to Kennesaw State and continue her athletic career there. So congratulations to her. but she'll be leaving, and she was a dominant pitcher for the last 2 or 3 years. She'll be gone, and our Lady Devils, as we mentioned, a lot of folks are going to be coming back. Only one senior. On over to first in time. There we got him. Murphy leaves 2 stranded. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning now. We have 2 more possibilities at bat here in the bottom of the 6th and again in the bottom of the 7th. Can we get some runs on the board? We're down 5-2. We'll be back after this.
Having trouble getting out of bed? Wake up late? Are you too late to get breakfast? Can't stay awake in class? Good thing there is Second Chance Breakfast. Now that's better. There are 3 ways to enjoy Second Chance Breakfast. You can grab breakfast just before first period starts and bring it with you to class on time. You can go to class first, check in with your teacher, and then quickly grab breakfast to bring back to class. Or you can grab breakfast between first and second period and take it with you to second period. Be sure to get permission from your teachers before leaving class or bringing food into the classroom.
Fans, welcome back. Here we go, and we lead off the 6th inning, and a well-hit ball, but it's unfortunately going to be right at the right fielder for Murphy. So a well-hit ball off the bat. Briar Buchanan, doggone it, but it's right at their right fielder. So Briar goes back, and that's going to be 1 down. Briar had a nice single last time at bat. So this is going to bring up Elisa Smith, and Elisa is had a big base hit last time. Let's see if she can get back on again. 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Again, we're running out of outs, if you will. There's another well-hit ball. This one is deep left field. It looks foul, and it's going to be off the glove of the left fielder, but I believe it's in foul territory. Yes, it is. So base hit, but she's going to come back and try again. So our right fielder, Elisa Smith, comes back, and nobody on, 1 out. Here we're in the bottom of the 6th. We'll have, of course, the bottom of the 7th to try and come back and tie or take the lead against Murphy in this 5-2 game. 1 out, nobody on. A lot of chatter over there. There's another well-hit ball. Is this one fair, or is it going to be foul? It's going to be foul again, but this one is caught literally almost against the fence. That ball was hammered off the bat of Elisa Smith, and man, that had a chance of getting out of here, but it was just foul. I think it was caught, it looked like, right on the left field line. So a pretty good play over there by their left fielder, who was playing way over there in anticipation, I think, after that last foul ball off the bat of Elisa. So now 2 out. So 2 well-hit balls here to lead off the inning, but unfortunately Murphy had defenders in the way. Pitch high for a ball now, as Gabby will step in. Takes another warm-up swing. Gabby Jones has a big hit on the day. A single and fly to center field in 2 times. Let's see if she can get on. There's a foul ball with 2 out here on the bottom of the 6th inning. Again, getting down to crunch time here at Swain County High School on a chilly Friday. Can we pull it out of the fire? We beat Murphy earlier in the season. But let's see if we can do it again here. Pitch outside for a ball. Pretty good pitching today, though, again, for Reagan Ennis for Murphy, who beat Andrews earlier this afternoon in the first game. Andrews will finish the season at 8-8. There's a foul ball. If our Lady Devils lose, we will finish 8-8. And in a tie for Andrews, and I'm not sure how the tiebreakers go because we split with Andrews. So if we lose, we would either be 5 or 6 in the conference. Hayesville would be alone in 4th place. Foul ball again. But as Coach Burrell explained, and rightfully so, no matter what, we're going to be a wild card depending on the seedings and how they come out next week. We will be on the road, and no home games. Again, 2 strikes, 2 out, bottom of the 6th inning. That pitch is going to be a ball 4. So again, good eye by Gabby, now on at first base. This is how you start a 2-out rally. So Gabby Jones. Now we're going to have Alicia Green, and then Callan Brown will bat. Now we're going to have a pinch runner. And coming on, a pinch runner, and this one is going to be Sydney Hampton, number 34. We had Kendall Bowers earlier in the game. Now we have Sydney down at first base, ready to go. And she is also very quick. Talking to Coach Burrell, he assured me Kendall Bowers and Sydney Hampton are both very fast and very capable, and again, just another reason for a bright future for our Lady Devil softball program. Coach Burrell over in the box giving the signals now. And the umpire behind home plate making the notation on his scorecard as to the change at first base and the pinch runner. And again, Alicia Green batting. Got 2 out. All right. Home plate umpire ready to go. And here we go again with 2 out. Our Lady Devils have some life. Got a base runner on here on the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch in for a strike. Of course, this game's scheduled for 7. We have more to play. Our girls, a lot of chatter over there in the dugout. Not giving up by a long shot. Well hit ball. Fair, in for a base hit. Rounding second. Oh, and and deciding to come back was Sydney Hampton. She started to break for third. But the left fielder for Murphy got the ball in pretty quick. But again, a well hit ball. Nice single off the bat of Alicia Green. So now runners on first and second. Callan Brown batting. And then we go back to the top of the lineup. Coach Burrell giving the signals over at third base. Callan digging in. Here's the pitch. In for a strike. And again, Sydney Hampton pinch running at second. We saw the speed she had when she took off from first to second on that well-hit ball. Pitch in for a ball high. 1-1 the count now. As Alicia gets back over to first base, Sydney down at second. And you know, on any kind of a ball hit, Sydney's going to take off, and there she goes. Grounder to second, onto first base to get the batter. And the runners are stuck and stranded. So we leave 2 on base here on the bottom of the 6th. We go to the 7th inning, fans, and we're still alive. Let's see what we can do in the 7th inning. It's 5-2 Murphy. We'll be back.
Having trouble getting out of bed? Wake up late? Are you too late to get breakfast? Can't stay awake in class? Good thing there is Second Chance Breakfast. Now that's better.
Fans, we made it to the 7th inning, and it's still anybody's ball game. Murphy batting with a 5-2 lead to lead off the top of the 7th inning. Our Lady Devils will be batting in the bottom of the inning to try and salvage the win. Swing and a miss for a strike one to lead off this top of the 7th inning for the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy High School. And again, we beat them early in the year. Murphy trying to come back and get a little revenge, if you will. And they have the batting in this inning. As a matter of fact, looking at their lineup now, I was checking their order, and I believe they might have had a chance. Pitch in the dirt from our pitcher, Taylor Day. But no, it's going to be Alicia Ryder, Lauren Allen, and Avery Satterfield. They're 3, 4, and 5 batters hitting here in the top of the 7th. So they've got some big sticks here. All again off the bat of Ryder, who is hitless today. She has struck out, grounded to the shortstop, and hinted to a fielder's choice in 3 times. She'll be followed by Lauren Allen and then Avery Satterfield. The windup and the throw, swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3. So again, another strikeout on the day. And Taylor Day, let's see, unofficially has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts on the day, according to my, again, unofficial stats here. So a big strikeout. Lauren Allen, Taylor has struck Lauren Allen out twice on the day. Let's see if she can get her for a 3rd time here in the 7th inning. 1 down. Infielders back, outfielders back here again. Murphy with their big bats at the plate here in the 7th with 1 out. And let's see, the official, the head umpire behind the plate making a change, and the reason is Murphy has now changed the lineup. Batting now is going to be Haley Porter, who is wearing number 00 in the place of Ryder. Ground ball, and apparently a good switch because she comes on and gets a base hit. So Haley Porter in her first at bat as a lineup change comes in for Lauren Allen. Haley Porter comes in and gets the base hit. And let's see now if they stay with the original lineup and Satterfield. Yes, they will. Avery Satterfield is batting now for Murphy with 1 down. Satterfield on the day is 1 for 3. And now Murphy brings in a pinch runner. Lauren Woody is going to be coming in running for Haley Porter. And a pause while the plate umpire makes the notations on the lineup changes. Friday night to gear at games, but we have one tonight. Ground ball to the shortstop. Grace has it, fires to first, got the batter, and that's 2 out. So 2 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Murphy trying to add to their 5-2 lead. Can we prevent that? And now coming on to bat is going to be Mincy McGill, who is 1 for 3 on the day. Had a big double earlier in the game. Runner at second base and 2 out. JC is going to be following McGill here for the Murphy Lady Bulldogs. And the pitch on the way. Pitch in for a strike. Had a lot of clouds earlier today, but now the sky is starting to clear up a little bit and hopefully prepare us for that nice weekend the weather forecaster said we had coming. Pitch high for a ball. Runner stays at second. But again, coming up next week, it is likely our Lady Devils are going to be in the playoffs, but again, very likely to be on the road. Pitch in the dirt for a ball. Runner advances to third. And that's going to bring the batter on to first base. So now apparently the umpire says the pitch hit the batter. The batter goes to first base. The runner at second goes back to second. So they cannot advance on the batter hit by a pitch. So now Murphy, runners on first and second, 2 out. Top of the 7th inning, and they lead 5-2. Taylor Day with the windup and the throw. Foul ball. Everybody has to stay. And hitting is going to be another new batter, Caitlin Irwin, number 12. So again, Coach Henry has brought in several new faces here in the 7th inning for Murphy. Again, Caitlin Irwin, number 12, batting now. Another new face in the lineup for Murphy, hitting for her first time today. Shows the butt. Foul. But most of the players wearing sleeves, and talking about the chilly weather, it's a good night to have sleeves. All right, got the ball back in, and we're ready to go. Again, Murphy runners on first and second with 2 out. Let's see if our defense can leave them stranded. Pitch in, low for a ball. Taylor Day with a windup. Here comes the pitch, and it's well hit to the shortstop. Grace over to first base. Throw is wild. A run will score, and Murphy winds up with runners at first. Or check that, runners at second and third. But Murphy, another run in on a throw to first base that was wide. So again, Murphy gets a run on the board. It's now a 6-2 Murphy lead. And they have 2 out, runners at second and third in scoring position. So again, some of these new folks batting for Murphy have provided some spark. Coming on to bat now is going to be number 5. They go back to the regular lineup, Reagan Ennis. And the reason is she's the starting pitcher who has pitched a pretty good game today, holding us so far to 2 runs on the day, 1 run in the 4th, 1 run in the 5th. Murphy had 4 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, and now 1 in the 7th for their 6-2 lead. Pitch high, ball. Everybody stays put, though. Getting back there quickly. Our catcher hustling back, Callan Brown. Here we go on the 1-strike pitch. Taylor Day wind up, and that's a foul ball, no play on the Swain High Lady Devil dugout side. Kind of miss our cohort, Jeff Moore, not being here today calling baseball, but the baseball team, there's a swing and a miss, and that's going to take us to the bottom of the 7th inning. Murphy leaves 2 stranded, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Our Lady Devils have got to come up with 4 to tie and stay alive. Fans, stay with us. We'll be back.
There are 3 ways to enjoy Second Chance Breakfast. You can grab breakfast just before first period starts and bring it with you to class on time. You can go to class first, check in with your teacher, and then quickly grab breakfast to bring back to class. Or you can grab breakfast between first and second period and take it with you to second period. Be sure to get permission from your teachers before leaving class or bringing food into the classroom.
Fans, we have come down to this, the bottom of the 7th inning. Our Lady Devils behind 6-2. Our last 3 outs. Can we score 4 runs to tie this thing up, or 5 runs, even better, to win? And the first pitch is going to be in for a strike. And we bring the top of the lineup here with Grace Cabe, Erin Jenkins, and Sydney Call. 1, 2, 3 hitting. Let's see if we can get some offense working here and get it going. Swing and a miss for a strike. Again, Murphy with a 6-2 lead, so we've got to have 4 runs here in this inning to tie and advance to extra innings, or 5 runs and we win. And Murphy has already played one Andrew afternoon on field here. She knocks it down. Foster Furno, out number 1. Grace to get on. Erin Jenkins batting now. Got an error last time. Let's see if Erin can get back on again here with 1 down. Murphy infield, pulling everybody in. Murphy outfield, pulling everybody in. Looking for a slap hit out of Jenkins. And there she goes. This one's well hit. He's Aaron hits it on again. Aaron has gone second and third with about that. Erin Jenkins, they were expecting a slap hit, I'm sure, and she hit it over everybody's head. Murphy's outfielders were playing in close. That one goes all the way to the fence. What a shot from Erin Jenkins. Way to go. Sydney Call batting now with 1 out and a runner on third. So already our Lady Devils getting some offense going here. And let's see if Sydney can bring her in. That's just, I love it when the offense fools the defense. But everybody was pulled in tight, and that ball just went over everybody's head and all the way to the fence. Pitch in for a ball. Sydney Call has had a good day. A big triple and a single. Two hits today. Shani Catalster is going to be on deck, and Shani has an extra base hit today as well. So got some good bats hitting here. In the 7th, there's a shot off the glove of the second baseman. The run will score. And holding up at first base is going to be Sydney Call. Way to go, Sydney. Her 3rd hit on the day. And we have a run on the board. Now it's a 6-3 ball game. Runner at first, 1 out. Catalster had a big RBI earlier with a big double. Shaney with Briar Buchanan on deck. Trying to come back and get it done here with our back against the wall in the 7th inning. Pitch in for a strike with 1 out. But that's one of the great things about sports. And you've heard this all your life. Hey, it ain't over until it's over. And that old cliche has been beaten to death, but it's so true. Pitch in, just missing for a ball. Shani with the power, she can hit it over the fence. Shani with a lot of power in that bat. 6-3 ball game. Murphy in the lead, but again, we only have 1 out. Got a runner on first and a run already in. Here in the 7th, Shani digging in. Pitch low for a ball. Obviously, Murphy's pitcher Reagan Ennis doesn't want to give Shani a whole lot to hit. She understands the power in that bat. Briar Buchanan on deck, and then Elisa Smith is on deck following her. We hope they all get to bat because that means some good things are happening offensively. Oh, pitch in for a ball. Shani making her work. Only 1 strike, 1 out. I believe that runs the count 3-1 now. And how quickly things can turn. Ennis with the windup and the throw. There's another well hit ball. This one is going to be at the right fielder, but it's going to be caught. Wow, that one had some possibilities, but it's going to be caught for 2 outs now. 2 out, runner on first. So our Lady Devils with Briar Buchanan trying to keep us alive here with 2 out and a runner on in the 6-3 game. I was thinking a moment ago, if Shani could get on, would have runners on and a home run would tie this thing. Ground ball through the infield. It's going to be in for a hit. And our Lady Devils stay alive. Runners on first and second now with 2 out. Good job for Briar Buchanan. Ripped that one right through the infield, and that one had some smoke on it when it went through because Their infield could not handle it. So, again, our Lady Devils not going down without a fight. Stepping in now with 2 out is going to be Elisa Smith, who has a big hit on the day. She's hit the ball hard all 3 times at bat. And now we have runners on first and second. And as I mentioned a moment ago, a home run here would tie it up at 6-6. Elisa with Gabby Jones on deck, hitting now with 2 out. Pitch missing for a ball. 2-0 the count now with 2 out. Elisa making the pitcher work here, making her give her something good to hit. Our Lady Devils, a lot of enthusiasm. High pop-up. Is it going to be caught? Oh, no, it drops in for a hit. 1 run will score. Runners move to second and third. That one went a mile in the air, and the left fielder just couldn't get there in time. So now we're still alive again. How about that? With 2 outs, we just won't give up. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Runners at second and third with 2 outs, and a base hit would tie it up. A base hit here would very well tie this ball game up. Digging in, pitch in for a strike. Callan Brown hitting now with runners at second and third. And again, a 2-run Murphy lead, but the tying runs on base with 2 out. There's a ground ball. It's going to get through. 1 run will score. The runner rounding third coming home is going to be safe, and we've got a tie ball game and a runner at second base. Holy cow, what a 7th inning by our Lady Devils as we have come back to tie this ball game with a 4-run 7th inning. How about that? Wow. What a hit is coming over and getting a big hug from Coach Toby Burrell as Murphy has called a timeout now with a tying game. Now the winning run at second base with 2 outs. And the top of the lineup, and Grace Cave, I believe, is going to be coming up. What a key hit by Callan Brown. That's what you call clutch hitting, fans, right there. Knocking in 2 runs with a big hit off Callan Brown's bat. 2 huge RBIs, obviously. All right, here we go with 2 out in the 7th inning. A hit will win this game, very possibly. Grace Cave steps in. First pitch is in for a strike. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. What a beautiful way if we could win this game right here in the 7th inning and send Murphy home with a 7-6 loss. What a game. We've been behind the whole ball game, literally until right now. This is our first tie after the first 2 scoreless innings when Murphy jumped out 4-0 in the 3rd. Oh, another pitch in for a strike. 1-2 the count quickly now. 1-2 the count with 2 out. All tied up at 6-6 in the 7th. Oh, and a call, 3rd strike, and this game's going to extra innings. Wow, tough break for the Lady Devils. We had the winning run on, and now we're going to the 8th inning, all tied up at 6-6. Regular season, they try to slap one bunt, and it's going to be foul. And coming back to try it again is going to be Natasha Luquire. She's the bottom of the order now for Murphy, batting in the 8th inning. Never say die attitude. Came back and got. There's a shot to second base. Nice catch out there. Good job by our second baseman, Sydney Call. A line shot. And she grabs it on the fly, 1 down. So Luquire with a line shot to second with the out, and now they go back to the top of the lineup and Cassie Coker. Murphy has used some new players here in this ball game, but now they're going to go back to the original lineup. Cassie Coker, Lexi Allison, Alicia Ryder. the top of the lineup, and that one is in for a strike. Taylor Day hanging, all tied at 6-6 with 1 out. The windup and the throw. Oh, just missing for a ball. I tell you, Taylor is throwing it hard here in the 8th inning. She's still bringing a lot of heat. That last pitch was low ball, hard high lake. Wishing nothing some times tonight. The line throw ball space in time, 2 out. So 2 quick outs. Our Lady Devils just seem to. We hope to see that carry over offensively in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now Murphy will bring up Lexi Allison. So the girls still a lot of chatter out there on defense, trying to get this last out and get back in and try to win this game here in the 8th inning. The windup and the throw. Pitch high for a ball. Count running now 3-1 with. There's another attempted bunt fouled away. Callan Brown had a big hit. That 2 RBI single, that really was a huge hit. Back in the 7th inning, that was just a monster hit. Callan, Grace, and Aaron. There's a high ball. It's going to be in deep center field, but their center fielder has it, 1 down. So Callan flies out to deep center field. Well hit ball. That one had chances. So our girls have started really hitting the ball here all of a sudden. So we got folks with the bats who can get it done. And let's get it done here on the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch in for a ball. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here on the bottom of the 8th inning. Extra innings here under the Friday night lights at Swain County High School. Glad to have you watching and listening. That pitch in the dirt for a ball. So now the count runs 2-1. Nobody on, 1 out. But again, hey, we put together 4 in the last inning. Let's see if we can get 1 here in the 8th inning. Murphy scoreless in there, top of the 8th. Pitch in the dirt. That's going to run the count 3-1. As we mentioned, Grace has walked 1 time tonight already. We need a base runner and a couple of timely hits. And a good way to end the regular season with a win over Murphy. Extra innings. Oh, pitch in the dirt. That's ball 4. Grace is on. Grace is on with her 2nd walk of the night. So already the Lady Devils have that winning run on base. Can we bring her around? And I have a feeling Grace can run, and she's probably going to run at any opportunity. Stepping in now, Erin Jenkins. You had a big triple her last time at bat. That was large in this ball game. There's a slap hit, going to be to the third baseman. The throw to first, not in time. It's an infield single, and both runners are safe at first and second with only 1 out. Again, a clutch hit by Erin Jenkins. Okay, who we got here? Taylor Day and Erin Jenkins.
Yes,
Boy, that was a win, huh?
Yeah.
Holy cow. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I can't believe we scored 4 in the
I
7th.
know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, God. And it was funny. I said on the air, I said, we're not on, are we? Where's Coach Burrell? He'll be in a minute. Y'all ready? Ready to go? Hi, everybody. Welcome back on the postgame show as we get a chance to talk with some of the stars of the day, talking about Taylor Day and Erin Jenkins. All right, who wants to go first, ladies? But Taylor, I'll let you go first since you. Okay, you want to put Erin on first? All right. Okay. All right. Either way, you ladies had a fantastic finish here. 4 runs on the bottom of the 7th. Did you really think you were going to pull it out there in the 7th inning and tie it to win it in the 8th inning?
I don't know. At first, it was just really nerve-wracking because we were down, but we came back, and that's all that matters. So.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I tell you, you had some great plays out there, too, on defense because the defense really backed up Taylor today, and you guys did a great job.
Yeah, thank you.
But really, you talk about the defense, that was big today, but the way you came back and hit the ball in the 7th inning, because I can imagine some people are thinking, we're down 3 or 4 runs, but we came back and you girls never quit, did you?
No, that's the thing. You can't get down in your head or it's going to be even harder on yourself to come back, and we didn't get down.
Yeah. Is it a little sweeter maybe to win over Murphy in the final game of the regular season?
Yes, because Murphy's one of our biggest rivals. It's felt great.
Oh, congratulations! All right, Taylor, come in here. Your turn. You can't get out of this alive. But what a game today for as we mentioned, you girls just played awesome. And what were your thoughts in the especially in the 7th inning when we were down and coming with our last about? What were your thoughts when you came in?
Well, I don't know. We're a team that I think we like the pressure. We like the thrill of being down and having to come back. I think that's our forte. So I knew we would make it close at least, and those 4 runs really just did it. And so I was really amazed and proud, and we just knew we had to stay tight in the 8th with our defense, and we just came back strong when we came back to bat.
Yeah, and the way you finished, we loaded the bases up with only 1 out, and then Shanny comes up and hits the ball into play, and we score, and everybody just went crazy. So that's a pretty good feeling, isn't it?
We have chemistry. There's just something about us. We just feel each other, and we get excited for each other, whether it's just a ground ball like that or it's a home run. So we just have really well chemistry, and that's what makes us special.
Now I've got to wonder, did y'all switch jerseys on me? It almost looks like you did. 25 and 22. But well, how is this going to make your weekend a whole lot better winning tonight over Murphy?
Going to make us in a better mood.
Going to make it better mood?
Yeah. We're going to be a lot more happy. I'd rather win than lose, obviously.
Yeah. This is the last game of the regular season. You got some playoff situations coming up next week. I guess we'll wait until next week and find out what that's going to be. But it's got to make you feel good going into that, doesn't it?
Right, exactly. We just kind of have that momentum pushing us into next week, so hopefully it'll work out.
Now, when you're in the pitching circle, how does it feel out there when these girls are starting to hit the ball, especially in that 7th inning when we came back and got those 4 runs? How did that make you feel?
Well, it made me pretty nervous because I knew we had a runner on base, and it just made me have a little more pressure on me. But I knew my defense was there to back me up, and that's what pushed me to keep throwing strikes and just letting them hit the ball. Well,
we were on the air, and we were saying when we were playing in the 8th inning, it seemed like you came back out on the 8th inning, and you were bringing it even faster. I said, Taylor's got a little extra juice on that ball. It seemed like you were throwing harder, were you?
Probably, because I was like, I have to do this for my team. We have to get it right here. So I just throwing harder, I guess.
You did. It looked like you were throwing it well, but you pitched a great game, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you, ladies. Now, Coach Brill, we're not going to let Coach Brill out of here without saying something. He's going to have to come over and say a couple of words. But what a win. Great job, and y'all have a great time next week.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I tell you, these girls were a little pumped up there, Coach, and obviously, coming back with that great 7th inning rally with 4 runs in the 7th inning, what a finish, and again against Murphy.
Well, it was, and it's like Coach Henry said, we're trying to rekindle some of that old rivalry and make things interesting for the fans and all that. We had a good crowd here tonight, and hopefully they were well entertained. But it was a great character win for our kids, and to be able to make those plays in the 7th just shows what outstanding young ladies they are and what character they're made of. There's no quit in them. I told them when they came off, I said, let's just make sure we win every pitch this inning, and we're going to be fine. Let's focus on winning every pitch. And it kind of boiled things down for them a little bit so they could just focus on what they had to do that particular pitch and not get too big. Think about, 4 runs. I got to hit a 4-run homer and there's nobody on. It doesn't work like that. But kids do that sometimes because they get amped up and they want to win. They want to do well, and they want to not let their teammates down. But it was a good job of just taking it at each at bat and doing something with it.
Yeah, talking to Taylor, it just seemed like there in the 8th inning, Coach, that she just brought it a little harder and a little faster in that 8th inning.
She had a little extra oomph on it in the 8th, and it made pitch calling a whole lot easier. I'm not going to lie, but the thing she said when they come off is they're not scoring anymore, ladies. And that was a big statement from her that she was going to shut them down, and she did a great job with that. you know, they hit everybody we play is a good hitting team. Murphy, they hit the ball well, and they seem to find holes that we weren't finding there early on. It was a little frustrating for us because we weren't finding the holes. You know, it just wasn't dropping for us. We'd hit them straight at people, and their outfielders made a couple of real good plays on balls, and it was frustrating for our kids. But they did a good job of letting that go and just continuing to focus on what we needed to do.
Also, some excellent base running out there, because when we scored that run from third base, it just seemed like that gave us another extra shot in the arm too, Coach.
Yeah, well, speed kills. And having it is really, really nice, because that eighth inning, we had a lot of speed on the bases. We couldn't have drawn up much more speed. And I told Grace sitting there, I said, now, if it's on the ground, they're back. You bust it and make it hard on them, and she can fly. So she put her in the wind going down through there and beat that throw pretty easily, actually.
So, Coach, congratulations on a great win. As we were saying during the broadcast, another classic Murphy-Swain extra inning contest down to the wire. We've seen them so many years, but this was a fun game to do and a fun way to end the season.
It was, and it was a fun game for our kids, and Coach Henry's guys have had a real disappointing year, you know, with their record and all. But for them, it had to be gratifying to play tight in the ball game and have beaten Andrews already, and it pushed them pretty much to the limit in terms of being able to get stuff out of their pitchers and things like that. So I'm sure he's pleased with his kids and their show of character in that. It's one of those things where I don't think they lost the game. I think we just won, and that's big for high school coaches to be able to tell their kids, you know, they beat you, and you just tip your hat and go on. Is all you can do. So yeah, it was a great win for us. It was especially gratifying to see Aaron come up there and with a big hit, a triple, her first extra base hit of the year, to be honest with you. And I was telling Coach Blankenship just then, you know, it couldn't have come at a better time for East. She'd been struggling at the plate a little bit. And she tends to get a little fast and run through. And I finally just said, I'm begging you, slow down. And so she did, and roped that triple. It was a big hit. It got our bench up. It got everybody up and involved. And it was a big play in the ball game. And it couldn't have come at a better time for a nicer kid to be able to hit that gap and drill that thing in there. And she does it every day in practice. When we take batting practice, that's the way she hits, and we're used to seeing it, but that's the first time she's been able to do it in a game and get around on one like that and get something. So it was good. And I don't know what Sydney's final numbers were, but I think she was probably 4 for 4 or 5 for 5 or something ridiculous. She just continues to amaze to be able to play the kind of ball she plays with the injury that she has is phenomenal. I've never seen anything like it. I'd be scared to know at what kind of level she could reach if she were 100% healthy. It would be crazy. And Shaney had a big at bat there at the end. We were again focused on just trying to win the pitch, and she hit a ground ball, ran so hard at first she didn't realize the game was over. Coach Jones had to tell her it was over with, and she was excited then, but she didn't even know. So but it was a great win for our kids. I'm real happy for them, and now we just wait and see what happens, and hopefully we'll get in the playoffs and for us have a round 2.
Yes, indeed. Fans, it was truly a team win tonight. All our ladies contributing. A fantastic win and a fantastic effort by the Lady Bulldogs of Murphy High School. For Coach Toby Burrell, I'm Gary Ayers saying so long here on the Maroon Devils Network. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, that was good. That was overtime. It really was. Oh, man. Yeah, we were out there like, come on, we got to win this game, you know. Gosh, you know,